Alright YouTubers, here we're going to do the comparison of the GoPro Hero in outside conditions finally against a cheap knockoff GoPro. I've already determined it wasn't that great microphone on the knockoff, and it doesn't do wonderful with lighting inside. It seemed to have a little bit better color capture than the GoPro Hero, but we'll see. I don't know how well it's going to do on a kind of wintry day. There's not a lot of color out here. When I upload this, I'm going to upload it at 1080, and I'm not going to do any file compression or anything like that I normally do on my videos. I'm going to try to do the best I can to give you an accurate representation of this $55 GoPro knockoff. Alright, here's the test. We're going to do the GoPro first, but we'll do the GoPro, do a little time lapse with it, and then we'll go through the speeds on the fake GoPro. Alright, here's the fake GoPro at 4K at 30 frames a second. Alright, this is 2.7K at 30 frames a second. Here we go at 1080, 60 frames a second. .1080, 30 frames a second. Here we're going at 720, 120 frames a second. .720p, 60 frames a second. And the final setting, 720, 30 frames per second. Here's a little more comparison. This is the GoPro, little ice on a lake. Dead cattails. And now the fake GoPro at 1080, 60. Alright, here we go with the GoPro comparison test. This is the GoPro. And now we'll move to the knockoff. Alright, there's the knockoff. This is running at 720, 120 frames per second. See how low lighting compares. Alright, there's more light, so let's go check GoPro. Alright, here instead of the GoPro, we'll call this the Faux Pro. Faux, like F-A-U-X, as in fake. Alright, that's the GoPro again. It's a lot of lights. Alright, GoPro. See how it does with these lights. change the settings on this. See how it does at night with red and green. Alright. And that's at 1080 at 30 frames per second.
Alright, so in my opinion, at 55 bucks, I think this fake GoPro ain't too bad. I think the picture quality on the GoPro Hero is a little bit better, but again, it's a GoPro Hero. And the advantage of this is it's 55 bucks, it's got an LCD screen on the back, it does Wi-Fi, and it's got a remote. The GoPro doesn't do any of those things. And I think the best use for this is, say maybe you want to buy one for a kid that you don't want them to break something expensive, or you want to put one on a drone and you don't want to break something expensive yourself, or just a secondary action camera. I think this is a decent option.
GoPro. Alright, YouTubers, we're back out with the GoPro. None of these are my house, just so you know. Alright, and comparison. Alright, this is 4K at 30 frames per second. .720p at 120 frames per second. .720p at 60 frames per second. And this is 720p at 30 frames per second.
So again, check the description box. Maybe this cheap little knockoff camera is something you might like. Have a great and wonderful day.